It's going well. It's going really well. Yes, hello everyone. Welcome back to more Careering Onwards with me, Mr. Grand 2, here with Liverpool, and well, yeah, it is going quite well. I'm shocked, to be honest. I'm shocked, but let's have a look and see how things have gone since last time. Obviously, the double cup success, the phenomenal win against Manchester City in the Community Shield, and then the Super Cup, as well as a winning start to life in the Premier League this season. And since then, we have won every single game, apart from that one, but all the other ones we have won. It has been a scintillating start to the Premier League season, and well, let's just go straight through it. Obviously, we beat Leeds in our opening game. We then played Barnsley, and it was a 1-0 win. It was a bit nervy. Barnsley, obviously, a team who have caused me a lot of issues in the saves so far. They've been a bit up and down, well, very much up and down, a yo-yo team like West Brom used to be, but they're back in the Premier League. Mick McCarthy now in charge. And obviously some players of much renown here. Michael Agbo has caused me a lot of issues throughout the save, but no issues in this one. A simple, comfortable 1-0 win. It wasn't really. It was a bit nervy, but Pierre Faucher decided to get out of the club and score on the 71st minute to give us the win. It was the only highlight of the game, but at least it was in our favour for once. And then a 2-0 win against one of the teams that caused us a lot of issues last season. Newcastle derailed our title win. Marko Vujovic scored. He then went in two-footed on someone and got sent off, as he does sometimes like to do. And then Mohamed Salah, though, wrapped it up on the 76th minute to give us a well-deserved, albeit nervy win. A 2-0 win against Bournemouth, yet another team that caused us issues last season. Vignato and Salah with the goals in that one, getting the job done. And then we played West Ham United, another team that's caused us problems. I'm not sure they did last season, but they've definitely caused us problems in the save. 4-1 though, Paqueta, 2 from Salah and 1 from Miguel Salvador, getting the job done inside 48 minutes. It was a clinical performance. And then there was a little bit of a blip after that. We did lose our opening Champions League group game to Vitesse Arnhem, who were the easiest side in the group. It was away from home though, so that's why. Played a fully rotated side. Lorenzo Moraldi gave away a penalty. Arguably should have given away 2. Not a great performance. The big issue though was Vujovic, who played in the game because obviously he had a 3-match ban, so he was going to miss quite a lot of domestic football. So I wanted him to play a game. 6.4 from him, not good for a man valued at 91 million. His coach report, I was looking at that, says he's inconsistent, which I agree with. Likes getting sent off, which is obviously true. Says he doesn't enjoy big matches, which I don't agree with at all. I think what actually is the case is that he doesn't enjoy small matches. He only enjoys big matches, because when we're playing the Community Shield, look at that. He was sensational. Got himself a hat-trick. Last season, he single-handedly won us the FA Cup. He was very good in the Champions League final as well. But playing Vitesse Arnhem away from home in the Champions League group stage, that's not a big match, so he doesn't care. He's not bothered. So I'm going to say he does enjoy big matches. It's the small matches he doesn't enjoy at all. Anyway, 3-1 win against Wolverhampton Wanderers, a team who 100% caused us issues last season, beating us home and away in 2 very terrible performances, but this one was not. Colin Nicholson scored, a rare occurrence, Mohamed Salah as well, and Lucas Paqueta with a screamer to get the job done. And we got to talk about him. Mohamed Salah, he's 35, and yet he's just getting better and better and better and better. Obviously, our first season he got 30 assists overall, which was good. Last season wasn't bad either. So far this year, in all competitions, 7 goals, 7 assists. What are you supposed to say about that? He's just all those memes on the Football Manager subreddit about getting rid of your experienced club captain, veteran, whatever, and bringing in an Ecuadorian wonder kid or something. You do that. I'm keeping Mohamed Salah. And then most recently, a 3-0 win in the League Cup. Of course, we are the holders of the League Cup. A 3-0 win against our bitter rivals, Everton. It was obviously the kind of game where I could have rotated the side, and I did rotate the side. It was a bit of a risk, given the fact that Everton are our closest Merseyside rivals, and this team had just lost to Vitesse Arnhem, but they stepped up to the plate. They can't beat Vitesse, but they can beat Everton. So there you go. Marko Sinček getting his first goal for the club, which was nice. It's been a bit of a way coming. I would have probably expected him to score now, but he has finally scored. And Jordan Richard, we've got to watch the goal. It was an absolute stunner. Picks the ball up, runs all the way through the Everton defence and finds the gap. Excellent strike from the Frenchman. And that meant we did go through. And today then, we are back a little bit earlier than I was anticipating. I said we'd be back for the City game. That'll be next time. But I wanted to come back while we were in this good form, because when it inevitably goes wrong, I didn't want that to happen, without you seeing it. So you can see it today. We're going to be playing Chelsea. We're going to be playing Juventus as well in the Champions League. We need to win that one. I'm not bothered about the Champions League as much, but we still need to try and get to the knockout rounds at least. I mean, if we end up in the Europa League, that wouldn't be the end of the world, because we haven't won the Europa League. That would be nice. But let's have a look at the Premier League before we play Chelsea, because, well, I mean, there's an interesting thing here. We're second in the Premier League, level on points though with the team in first, who are Tottenham, not Man City. Tottenham, 18 points apiece. We've both won all 6 of our games, no draws, no defeats so far. They're only ahead of us by 3 goals. But it's early days, obviously it is early days, but at the moment, Man City they're out of it, down in 9th. Famous last words, of course, because we know how good they are. They've already lost 3 matches so far this season. Wolves, Chelsea, Leicester, teams that we would normally lose to, they have lost to, and they lost those 3 games in a row. Marcelo Bielsa under pressure. They have responded since then with 2 wins, but goodness me, it's been a poor start for City. But we have to keep our run going. We can't afford any slip-ups, any silly draws, any silly defeats. We've done so well so far. Well, obviously the team that's been our closest rival the last 2 seasons has struggled, but Spurs are right up there, so we've got to be on top of our game. Right then, team for this one is going to be, well, we're fully restored because Marko Vujicic's suspension is over. We're playing Chelsea. It's a big game, so logically he should be responding to that. You would hope. Alisson, of course, going to be continuing in goal. The defence is the same. Rafinha, Foucher, Van Dijk and Alexander-Arnold, who has improved considerably on last season already. De Jong, Salvador, Paqueta, the midfield trio. Mohamed Salah, he's 0.01 away from an 8 rating as an average rating. He's just so good. I mean, he takes our free kicks and corners, and we do score a lot of goals from set pieces. Takes the penalties as well, which obviously helps him, but still, he's just amazing. Vujovic hopefully won't get sent off today, and Colin Nicholson up front, who is, he's maturing. He's only 22, but he's got himself a few more goals this season already than last year. I mean, 3 of them were in the Community Shield. He's actually only scored 1 in the league, but I mean, it's better than last year. So Chelsea, a very real life player heavy team, which means they're going to be aging a little bit. Obviously, Christophe Nicolas is a key man for my French national side. 11 caps, I think we've given him all of those caps. He's very good at the base of the midfield. They're not going for any wingers, which is interesting. Obviously, Reguilon and James are very good, but we can potentially exploit that. But Gabriel Jesus, Ousmane Dembele, Aouar, and they've got a lot of French players. A lot of my French squad is in this one, but they're going to be aging a little bit. They're going to be, most of them are going to be in their 30s, you think. So can we exploit that with our youthful exuberance? We did lose to Chelsea, which sort of was the final nail in our league title coffin last season, which was, the writing was already on the wall, to use another metaphor. But let's get some revenge today in front of the Anfield faithful. And we're starting things off with a highlight in the 10th minute. I say it's Chelsea coming forwards. I'm so used to managing Chelsea in other saves. But anyway, Vujovic has robbed Reguilon, and he's then immediately given it away. But we got it back. Virgil van Dijk standing strong, and Trent plays a lovely ball across to Paqueta, who slides it just past the post. He's so good at scoring from that position, but not today. Seems to have made a bit more positive start, but Chelsea nearly scoring from a corner there, which is not what you want. But we're doing quite well in terms of shots on target. Can we find the breakthrough though? Vujovic can't quite get there, but it's bounced down to Salvador, back to Trent on the right hand side, to Salvador, Nicholson, Salah. They're all there. No shot comes in though. Half an hour now coming up on the clock. Still nothing to show for our dominance in terms of the stats. And Chelsea are in here. Dembele, brilliant tackle from Foucher. And we're looking to break. Salah with a horrendous ball though, straight to Gabriel Jesus. And Dembele's scored. I mean, he likes scoring goals, he likes getting assists, but he's never been good at defending, really. What on earth is he doing there? I mean, he's the most experienced player on the pitch, apart from Van Dijk, and in a game where we're completely dominating, he has just played the stupidest pass of all time to gift them an opener. I mean, not ideal. We need to strike back. We need him to respond, really. He is still the main man at the age of 35. Oh, God, that is horrendous, really. That was absolutely horrendous. Rafinha's been mugged off, and Chelsea are looking... They're in this now. They've done nothing all game. They've had one shot on target from which they've scored, and they're desperate for more now. Sanchez robs Alexander-Arnold, Reguilon to Sanchez. They're showing their experience here. We're looking a bit naive. Sanchez has scored, and Alisson has done something there, which is two of our most experienced players. I'm saying maybe we're being too youthful. Two of our most experienced players have had shockers. Alisson, I mean, I'm not sure what he was thinking to try and punch away a shot. That wasn't a lofted ball, that was a shot. They've had two shots on target and we're 2-0 down. I wouldn't mind so much if this was at Stamford Bridge, but we're at Anfield and we've dominated, and stop letting yourselves down. Alisson, absolutely dreadful. You're getting told off, and Salah as well. He's on a 6.10. We're going to have to take him off because he's just having such a shocker. Right, second half, do we go attacking? We're going to have to go attacking. We're 2-0 down at home. We've dominated this game, and we're 2-0 down. I don't even... we just look so shaky. Everyone's being stupid today. Salah, please do something useful, because I'm going to take you off if you don't start improving. Rafinha puts the ball across, and Vujovic is there because it's a big game. Even though he doesn't like them, he actually really does. And we're back in it. He's scored. Rafinha doing some... That means the youngsters are making up for the faults of the veterans today. Vujovic scores. Right, we've got a lifeline. Do we need to now phone a friend? I'm going to take Salah off. He's improved to a 6.2, but it's not going to be enough. Richard is going to come on. He's taking the corner now. Foucher puts it back in. Chelsea trying to clear it, and it's gone back to Kepa. And now they're building. We're trying to put some pressure on it. We've won it back from good work from De Jong. Alisson, who knows what he's going to do? He's managed to make a pass to someone who's actually in a red shirt, which is good. Alexander-Arnold looking to play a ball. He finds Salvador. De Jong, who strikes it, and it's got a massive deflection. It hit the post. I think it hit a defender as well. Let's have a look at this. We have equalised, deservedly so, because Chelsea have done nothing that we haven't gifted them. De Jong, yes, it hit the post. It didn't. I thought it hit a defender as well. It did not. But a brilliant strike from the Dutchman, and we are back on level terms. We should be winning this game. They've had two shots on target, and they've scored both of them because we've just gifted them from some dreadful play. But there's 10 minutes left. We've got two more substitutions to make. Are we gonna find a way back into this one? Alexander-Arnold to Virgil van Dijk, he's the only experienced one that hasn't done anything wrong today. I shouldn't have said that, because he's gonna muck up now, isn't he? He doesn't, at least for now. Alisson, there's so much space for Rafinha. Give it to Rafinha. They go to Richard, he beats Reece James just about, and again, can he find a ball across? He finds Nicholson on the turn. He's holding it up. Colin Nicholson has scored, and with 3-2 up, I was about to take him off actually for Sinchek, but the Scotsman, he's got three of them. He's just walked through a man and he's scored. It's a shocker from the Chelsea defence, but also brilliant hold-up play from him. And what a goal that is from Colin. We are 3-2 up. Chelsea immediately coming forwards again, though. They're searching for another goal. Are we going to gift it, or are they going to actually earn it this time? Reece James, Dembele, De Jong wins it. Vujovic has got it back from... And he's Collins in. He's not scored. Right, corner, Richard, Nicholson can't quite get it. We've got two more subs to make. Do we need them? Richard with a free kick. Kepa tips it round the post. This has been a fantastic match. It's a fantastic advert for the Premier League. That's what they'd be saying on Sky Sports. We're still working it through. Salvador, and he really should have scored that one. There's still 5 minutes to go. We need to make another change. Or do we? Do we? Chelsea looking for an equaliser. Reece James has so much room. What a challenge that is from Foucher. We get it away again. Nicholson pressing on Christensen. We haven't got it back. Chelsea going through the middle, so much space for Gabriel Jesus. What a save from Alisson, making up for his blunder earlier. So many highlights in this one. It's not over yet. Chelsea coming forwards again into injury time. I'm not making another sub. James across to Dembele. It's cleared. Nicholson driving forwards. Just don't lose the ball. Richard across. He's not. He's been tackled. Rafinha, though, still has it. Is he going to go for a shot? He is. It goes wide. And please, can that be it? Please, can that be it? It is. Oh, my goodness. What an absolutely mental game. And from 2-0 down at half-time, we have actually shown some backbone for once, and we've won 3-2. What a performance from some of these boys. Frankie de Jong controlling the midfield. He's one of our more experienced heads now, but getting the job done. Nicholson, what a goal from him. The turn, scintillating stuff. Vujovic played well. Rafinha, I think, was actually probably the key man. And despite the error from Alisson, despite the error from Salah, we have done it. Well, I'm glad I recorded that now. We go top of the Premier League for the time being because Spurs, of course, have not played yet. But, well, we had to earn that one. We did have to earn that one. Getting an equaliser in the 80th minute, which means we do stay top of the table, 2 points clear of Spurs. Now Southampton are in third, which is, I mean, it's a great sight, really. It is a great sight. I think even more than winning trophies, sometimes it's moments like that which make this game special, because so often it just goes wrong. Alright, Tottenham playing Manchester United. If they could do us a bit of a favour, that would be nice. They kind of do. It's a 2-2 draw. Camavinga. Right then, Juventus in the Champions League group. Obviously, we still need to get out of the Champions League group. That is pretty much an imperative. Otherwise, the board are going to be not very happy, even if we do win the league. So we need to be winning this one, given the poor start we made against Vitesse Arnhem. And we're going to go with the same team. We're going to back the boys. Salah, obviously, he's massively affected his average rating. Look how much it's gone down by just from that one shoddy performance. But I mean, it's another chance for them to prove themselves. Juventus, of course, we did beat them. Sorry, Zebra, I should say. We beat them in the knockout round. First knockout round in last year's Champions League, on the route to glory in the competition. So we do know all about them. A few faces that are different, though, including Fabinho, former player for us, of course, still only 33. We sold him to PSG. Now he's at Juventus, so watch out for him. We know all about Ko Jorge, or however you say it. He scored, of course, in the game against us last season. So, I mean, they're a threat. They are, of course, a threat. If we play them, we should win. If we play well, we should win. I mean, that sort of goes without saying. Need to win this one. If we don't win this one, then we're in all sorts of bother. Right, working and opening early on. De Jong, ball comes down to Nicholson. It's gone down to Paqueta, to Salah, and there we go. That's more like it from him. Obviously, a man who has had a phenomenal season. Didn't do his best work against Chelsea. Maybe he was just a bit sort of, because it was his old club. But this time, he steps up. What a finish from him. That's what we know he's capable of. We've got the lead. And we got the ball back from a Juventus corner. Paqueta running through the entire team. Nearly an outstanding goal from Lucas Paqueta. And we're looking for another here. Vujovic picks it up from a throw. And he's being dragged back. But, you could physically see him being dragged back by the defender. Not a foul, and Salah misses. And that was the last action of the first half. 1-0. Not bad at all. Let's keep it up in the second. I mean, this seems to have kind of petered out a little bit, which is, it's good for us in the sense that we're winning. Vitesse are beating Red Bull Salzburg. They are having a phenomenal group stage so far. They're top of the group. Time is ticking away here. We're going to make a change. Nicholson going to come up for Sinchek, and then Vujovic as well. Before he headbutts someone, we'll take him off for Vignato. As we've done that, Juventus coming forwards with the De Jong again cuts it out. We dropped him a little bit last season. He is back and raring to go this one. Salah has been crowded out, but De Jong picks it back up again. Vujovic is about to go off, out to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Can we grab a second? Not quite at the moment. No, still working it very patiently. Still going. Trent again, can he find the ball in? This time he can, and Nicholson scores. He's about to go off. He's still going to go off because he's I don't want him to get injured, but he's got another goal after he scored against Chelsea, and this one is looking pretty safe. Lovely ball from Trent, and it's just the deftest of headers from Nicholson up front. He's a big man, and he's doing well so far this season. Free kick from Salah, tipped in, it's gone in, I think it's offside. Vignato, indeed. It looked like it came off Van Dijk, who wasn't offside, but, well, Vignato was. Rafinha's picked it up, and Richard is trying to run on, but he's been outpaced by De Ligt there. Could have seen a little bit more effort from Jordan on the left-hand side there, and Juventus looking for what will hopefully be a consolation. Sane, though, drags his effort well wide of the post, and we are looking good for a comfortable win. Not quite as dramatic as the other game, which is probably good from an episode length point of view, but we have started off our Champions League campaign well. We've continued our Champions League campaign with a win, obviously started off with a defeat. Vitesse beating Red Bull Salzburg in Austria. They are top of the group. I mean, they did play very well against us, but was that because they're really good? They've got Nick Carter, who I assume is on loan from Chelsea. Yes, he is. He's nothing special. Lipari, again, nothing special, on loan from Chelsea. So I guess they have a really good team spirit. Anyway, doesn't matter. We are now chasing them down, and we are clear, 2 points clear at the top of the Premier League. How long will it last for? Who are we playing next? Arsenal away from home. So yeah, probably not long. But we will be back relatively shortly then, because we've got to play Manchester City, and we will play Red Bull Salzburg as well, I think. Unless we play Luton. I don't think we're going to play Luton. We'll play Salzburg and Manchester City. They've obviously had not a great start to life this season. They're down in 10th. Have they lost again? No, they didn't lose. They drew with Everton. I was keeping an eye on the Spurs result. They drew with Everton. More drop points from City. Is this going to be the end of their 7 years of Premier League title dominance? We will have to wait and see. Next time then, is this going to be the end of their 7 years of Premier League title dominance? We will have to wait and see. Come the season's end, we can deal them another major blow in the next episode. Let's hope we can do that. Fingers crossed that our form is still good in the meantime. But there we are. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed particularly that game against Chelsea. That was, I mean, enjoyable in the end, not while it was happening. Make sure you subscribe as well so you don't miss what happens next. It's bound to be something, and I will see you next time.